On Friday, January 23, 2015, the Association of Public Executives, APEX, was officially launched at the Hilton Trinidad and Conference Center. The association was registered on September 10, 2014 as a non-profit organization under the Companies Act 1995 to promote the all-round welfare of senior public executives in the public service, both serving and retired. Close to 100 current and retired senior public executives gathered to mark this special and long-awaited day in the calendar of the Trinidad and Tobago Public Service. In launching the association, Mr. Reynald Cooper, Permanent Secretary to the Prime Minister and Head of the Public Service, indicated that APEX is a non-partisan organization which will promote the requirements of good public sector governance for the benefit of all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and will provide the environment for meaningful discussions on a wide range of topics which affect the public service. Permanent Secretary Donna Faraz welcomed her colleagues to the event and called on them to shape, fine-tune and continuously nurture their association.
Today's launch represents the cumulative and sustained efforts of former and current public executives to fill a need for something that we could identify with, something that enfolds us, something that we belong to, and something that belongs to us. Our membership will comprise current and retired permanent and deputy permanent secretaries, heads and deputy heads of department, current and retired chief administrators and administrators of the THA, and other current and retired public service executives. We look forward to exploring, releasing, and realizing the full potential of our collective talents and efforts as we fully and firmly establish our organization, the Association of Public Executives.
Dramatist Vidya Chandul played the role of a permanent secretary on the verge of retirement and entertained the audience with her humorous interpretation of the benefits of APEX.
Look, girl, let me tell you what it will do for you, because you clearly understand how this thing works. It will help you because you will be able to get mentors, you'll get people to help you out. It will help me because it will help me design my exit strategy. So it's for people like you now starting up and people like me leaving. So what it will do is that it will help me, right? Like now I'm deciding what to do. I'm deciding if I want to do, because of the skill bank, my expertise, which you know are numerous, they're going to show on the skill bank, and then people will decide if they want to hire me as a consultant, so I'll have some work. Or if it is that I want to mentor people like you all. But that would be if I'm in the country, because I'm planning to go to Australia and Hong Kong. No, I was thinking of Rome and Paris, but after the Charlie Hebdo thing, I'm not sure if God is at Trini when you're not in Trinidad. The fact is that if you go, we're trying to build capacity in government, and you know government need capacity. So all these people, they have a big set of expertise.
APEX will encourage good governance and contribute to the professional development of senior public executives by providing a forum for training and development, advocacy and lobbying on behalf of its members, and meaningful discussion on policy and national issues. It will also be a resource for continuous learning and a sanctuary for relaxation and recreation. Permanent Secretary Christine Sukram shared with the audience the evolution of the concept.
Over the years, it's been always really cohesive and a group of persons who looked out for each other. There were always people you could call, no matter if you just came in or how long you've been. There was support wherever you were. There was someone. When we got into meetings, again, the discussion was always rich. And over the years, it's been, it's basically the same. How do we look out for each other? And how do we look out for each other when we're retired? What I've realized is, as we talk about it and we want to do it when we go back to the office, we really get entrenched in the work. And that's what kept us back, I think, over time from getting to the point that we are today. And it's really a great point to be. And the young ones who are here, the ball is now in your court to keep it going and to make sure that it gets into really, the physical building would be great because then it would be our space. But I assure you that over the years, the permanent secretaries have wanted and have been a really close group of professionals. And we have sought to look after each other and also to make the difference in the public service and in running our country. And I think we always see ourselves, and we used it one year when we were doing one of our functions, as nation builders, because that's what we are.
The Apex web portal, www.apex.tt, which is still being developed, was presented by Mr. Jameer Nazir, Director Strategic Services in the Office of the Prime Minister. The major features of the portal will include brand awareness, membership application and renewal, a skills database, consultancy services, training and workshops, e-library and a moderated chat room.
Apex will be one of the first websites to allow for settlement of payment directly. So you can go in with your credit card locally and settle the payment. So this will be applicable for membership. There's a small membership fee. It will also be applicable for persons purchasing courseware and programs offered by Apex, and for other services that will be offered by Apex. So it makes use of the technology, and so it's very seamless. So you don't have to come to Apex office and line up to pay for accessing services.
Mr. Reynald Cooper, Permanent Secretary to the Prime Minister and Head of the Public Service, delivered the feature address at the launch and shared his far-reaching vision of Apex.
Apex will promote the requirements of good public sector governance for the benefit of all citizens in Trinidad and Tobago, and will provide the environment for meaningful discussions on a wide range of topics which affect the public service. It is envisaged that Apex will become a place where its members will be encouraged to believe in the value of networking and will promote a more responsive and self-motivated public service, an avenue for its members to discuss a broad range of topics that impact on the effective and efficient management of the public service and by extension, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. A platform from which experienced and retired members of the association can provide support and technical expertise to serving members of the government of the Republic, to serving members and the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and a place where its members can retreat or visit for the purpose of fellowship, leisure, and recreation, particularly the retired members who desire to remain active in a low-stress environment. Apex will work closely with affiliate organizations to deliver relevant programs in developing leadership and management in the public service. It will be an important source of information on key aspects of policy issues via its website, which was presented here today and will include articles covering a range of topics, case studies, and solutions which can be easily implemented. The only thing that will limit us as Apex members will be the boundary of our imagination. Apex will partner with other organizations to offer supplemental health insurance, discounts on prescription drugs, consumer goods, entertainment and travel packages, long-term care insurance and automobile insurance, home and life insurance. It will also provide quality control over the goods and services made available in the public service. Apex can raise revenue in many ways, including from the advertisements placed in its publications, which will be produced in-house by its members. Apex vision will be a Trinidad and Tobago where no public servant, working or retired, feels vulnerable. Apex will also host a first-of-its-kind series of online and offline experiences that will guide public servants through life transitions by helping them discover new possibilities and connect with a community of people pursuing similar passions and goals. Apex will defend the rights of older public executives in critical health, long-term care, consumer and employment situations. The association will also consider making provisions for legal assistance for serving accounting officers who may be personally and pecuniarily liable for expenditure under their control. You know, I've heard instances where there are permanent secretaries who have to seek their own personal legal counsel to defend themselves. And with Apex, we will try to ensure that we have a means where they can have support, legal support. Additional programs will provide information, education, and services to ensure that public executives over 50 lead lives of financial independence, dignity, and purpose. My dear colleagues, today is a day which we who are here will always remember. It is a day when this great association was launched, and future generations of public executives will always be grateful that we had the foresight to leave a legacy for future generations who are too young today to appreciate its relevance and importance. I thank you for being part of this history-making event. Please take as much pictures and memories of this launch, which I am 100% sure that you will cherish for the rest of your productive life. May you continue to be blessed with the health and strength to help others who are not as fortunate as you. Thank you for your patience and attention, and enjoy the networking opportunity that is presented here this evening at the Trader Hilton.
The official launch was closed by veteran ex-Tempo Calypsonian who reminded the audience that unity is indeed strength.
So it gives me the greatest pleasure to see government executives here together. It makes me very happy to see all your band in here in the unity. And I'll tell you why. Black Sages very satisfied, since all of you here, right in this club, later on every one of you could give me a job. And right now I will take the chance. I'd like to invite some topics from my audience. Any topic that you give to me, I can sing on it immediately. If you have a topic for me to declare, all you have to do is raise